episode, Disturbing Reasons to Be Afraid of the Dark. Today is really exciting. We're going to be talking about the Paris catacombs. I've been so excited about this. I have so many stories for y'all. So make sure that you stay tuned and watch every single one so that way you don't miss anything this week. Because this is what we focus on this week. It's going to be amazing. But let's go ahead and get started. We don't want to waste any time. All right. And if you haven't, go ahead and go check out my other videos and make sure you subscribe to my channel. And press the little bell button, that way you know when I upload, because I mostly upload every single day. The Catacombs of Paris. The dark underworld of the Paris catacombs. Paris, the capital of France, is often called the City of Light. However, beneath this bustling European city of 12 million people lies a dark suburban world holding the remains of 6 million of its former inhabitants. These are the Paris catacombs, a network of old caves, quarries, and tunnels stretching hundreds of miles and seemingly lined with the bones of the dead. The Paris catacombs have their origins in the limestone quarries situated on the outskirts of the city. This natural resource has been in use since the times of the Romans and provided construction material for the city's buildings, as well as contributed to the city's growth and expansion. It was only during the second half of the 18th century, however, that the former limestone mines, now under the city, as if expanded over the centuries, were transformed into burial places. By the 18th century, Persian cemeteries, such as Les Innocents, the largest cemetery in Paris, were becoming overpopulated, giving rise to improper burials, open graves, and unearthed corpses. Quite naturally, people living close to such places began complaining about the strong stench of decomposing flesh and the spread of disease from the cemeteries. In 1763, an edict was issued by Louis V banning all burials from the capital. The church, however, did not wish to disturb or move the cemeteries and opposed the edict. As a result, nothing was done. The situation persisted until 1780, when an unusually long period of spring rain caused a wall around the Les Innocents to collapse, resulting in the spilling of rotting corpses into a neighboring property. By this time, the French authorities were forced to take action. In 1786, the former tomb Azori quarries were blessed and consorted, turning them into the Paris catacombs. It took 2 years for all the bones from the Les Innocents to be transferred to the catacombs. Over the following decades, the bones of the dead were removed from cemeteries around Paris for reburial in the catacombs. Furthermore, the practice of burying the newly dead directly in the catacombs began after the French Revolution. It was only in 1859 that the final transfer of bones was undertaken during the Revolution of Paris by George Eugene Haussmann, and the work was finally completed in 1860. 7 years later, the catacombs were open to the public. In total, the winding catacombs stretch over 300 kilometers, or 886 miles. Although the Paris catacombs are still open to the general public today, access is limited to only a small fraction of the network. It has been illegal since 1955 to enter the other parts of the catacombs. Nevertheless, during the 1970s and 80s, the catacombs have been explored illegally by Persian urban explorers known as the cataphiles. Some of the spaces have been restored and turned into creative spaces. One of these underground caverns, for instance, was transformed into a secret amphitheater, complete with a giant cinema screen, projection equipment, and a couple of films and seats. The neighboring area was remapped into a fully stocked bar and a restaurant, perhaps where the patrons of the amphitheater could get a snack or a meal. It has been estimated that as many as 300 cataphiles enter the catacombs each week via a secret entrance. No cataphiles or tourists, however, are often welcome. From its beginning as a limestone quarry to its use for the burial of the dead in the 18th century and the part it plays today in the lives of the cataphiles, the Paris catacombs has been an important feature of the city. Although systematically exploration of the underground tunnels may bring to light the extent of the catacombs, it would probably not meet with approval from all quarters. After all, the secrecy of the catacomb networks and their opportunity to escape from the hustle and bustle of the city above are attractive concepts to the cataphiles, and they would probably not let go of their homes so easily. Those who dare venture into the catacombs after midnight reportedly hear the walls talking to them. Disembodied voices try to lure adventurers further into the tunnels, encouraging them to lose their way and suffer a slow and agonizing death. There are rumors of people wandering off into the maze-like tunnels and going mad. In 2010, cave explorers recovered video footage that they claimed showed a man wandering lost through the dark corridors until he finally panics, drops the camera, and bolts off into the dark, never to be seen again. The footage is said to have been inspired. It had been inspired by the catacomb horror movie As Above, So Below in 2014. If that wasn't terrifying enough, cultists are said to steal bodies from morgues and bring them into the catacombs to perform evil rituals. The remains of sacrificial murder victims are also said to litter the dark corridors already embedded with human bones. With all that in mind, it's probably best to stick with the official tour group. Now, they also have reports of shadow people. People see shadow people, full body apparitions, and everyone hears unexplained noises. But usually not on the tour groups. It's usually when people sneak in through the secret passages that the cataphiles use. But I found this very interesting, and I'll put the link to the footage from, because it's on YouTube, the footage from the guy getting lost. It's on YouTube, so I'll put the link down below. And please don't forget to go check out my other videos. And I have 3 stories that are coming up from Reddit. I know one for sure is a true story, because I did my research on it. But the other one I'm not completely sure of. So that one's kind of iffy, but I'm still going to tell it to y'all because it gives you a good scare and it gives you the goosebumps. It's really good. I love it. And I have the third one is kind of different. It's not about the catacombs. It's about, if I'm not mistaken, it's about the Ukraine catacombs. So I was thinking I would do the Ukraine catacombs first, do the history on that, and then I'll give y'all the story. The only problem is it's hard to find the parts of the story, so I'm still trying to find them, trying to dig through the deep hole of the internet to be able to find that for y'all. But I'll do my best to find it. If I can't, I'll let y'all know so that way y'all won't be expecting it and waiting for it, even though, so, you know. I hope y'all enjoyed my paranormal experience video. Thanks for my newest subscribers. Somebody had left and then somebody rejoined. I don't know what happened there, but thank you, whoever that is. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and if you have requests, I do give it to y'all. And if you have anything that isn't paranormal, I do not mind, because I was thinking about starting a certain playlist. If you have any kind of murder mysteries or anything like that, go ahead and go let me know, and I'll do it for y'all. Just start a playlist for that especially, so the people that enjoy that could just go straight to it, and I will do the research for y'all, because I find it quite interesting too. Who doesn't love a good murder mystery that is really compelling and odd sometimes, but it keeps it alive, you know, if you understand what I mean. But anyway, thank y'all for joining me for Disturbing Reasons to Be Afraid of the Dark. Stay tuned for tomorrow for the true Reddit story. And stay scared, my Nikki Loos.